Hi, this video will showcase debugging in AutomationEdge Process Studio for the sales revenue workflow. Let us begin. I am in Process Studio. I have created a project debugging and a workflow sales revenue. We discussed the workflow steps with try-catch in the error logging in sales revenue and the sales revenue logs videos. The workflow has a read sales data input step to read sales data. Let us preview the data. It has customer, product, quantity, and unit price data. The data is also mentioned in this note above. The calculator step calculates the total price. The Microsoft Excel output step generates the output file. The workflow has a try-catch block for error handling. It also has the audit log, debug log, and write to log for different logging requirements. For debugging the workflow, you can add breakpoints on workflow steps. The breakpoint can be with or without a condition. We will add 4 breakpoints. On the try step with the condition quantity greater than 15, on the Microsoft Excel output step with the condition total price greater than 1000, on the catch step without any condition, and on the success step without any condition. Let us add the breakpoints. Right-click on the try step. In the breakpoint actions, add breakpoint. Right-click on the try step. In the breakpoint actions, add breakpoint, add a condition, quantity greater than, add a value 15. You can also base the condition on a field. In this case, we have based the condition on a value. Click OK. On the Microsoft Excel output step, add a condition. On the Microsoft Excel output step, add a breakpoint with condition total price greater than, we'll add a value 1000. On the catch step, add a breakpoint without any condition, and on the dummy success step, add a breakpoint without any condition. Now you can view the breakpoints pane and see the 4 debugging breakpoints that we created. There are 2 more panes, the watch variables pane and the watch fields pane. To add a field to watch, provide the field name. Let us provide quantity. You must click on the update fields to make it effective. We are now ready to execute the workflow in debug mode. We generally execute a workflow from the run icon. If you want to run a workflow in debug mode, use the debug icon. It has 3 options. Run in debug mode to stop at all the breakpoints if the condition is met, and to stop at all breakpoints without any condition. Run in debug all rows mode to pause at each row at each step regardless of the breakpoint specified. And run debug project to start debugging from the main workflow of the project. Let us run the workflow with the debug option. The workflow stops at the try step as the condition quantity greater than 15 meets. Beneath is the execution results pane and the debug tab. The debug tab includes the row data pane and the watch variables and watch fields panes. Notice the row data and the field values. Above the row data pane is the stepping commands toolbar with 3 icons. Select the try step. Click the first icon resume to go from the current breakpoint until the next breakpoint in the workflow. Click the step over to go to the next step in the workflow. Click the resume all icon to resume all paused rows and complete the execution. Let us click the resume icon. It stops at the Microsoft Excel output step. If you notice below, the total price is 24,000, which is greater than 1000. Hence, the condition is met and the workflow stops at the breakpoint. Select the Microsoft Excel output step and click resume. It stops as the catch step as there is a breakpoint with no conditions. Click the resume icon again. It stops at the dummy step. Let us click the resume icon again. This time it does not stop at the try step, but it stops at the Microsoft Excel output step. If you notice beneath, the quantity is 15. Hence the condition quantity greater than 15 is not met. Hence it did not stop at the try step. However, total price condition is met and it stops at the Microsoft Excel output step. Click resume. It stops at the catch step. Click resume. It stops at the dummy step. Once again click resume. Again it directly stops at the Microsoft Excel step as the total price condition is met. Let us click resume and resume again, and a final time resume to complete the workflow. Similarly, you can run the workflow again with the debug all rows or the debug project option. You can try the step over stepping command to break at every step for every row, and the resume all to complete the workflow ignoring any breakpoints. I hope you got a fair overview of the debugging options in Process Studio. We saw debugging for the sales revenue workflow. Thank you for watching.